Good morning, First Baptist. What do you do when life falls apart? When disaster strikes? That was the question we were starting to wrestle with this last Sunday as we looked at the disaster that befell Israel when the temple was destroyed, the city walls were knocked down, where people were carried off into exile, and it seemed like everything was done. And yet, as we saw through the edict that King Cyrus of Persia issued to rebuild the temple, that God is a God who restores. You know, it's good to look in our lives to see when things do fall apart, to try to think carefully, did I play a role in that? And I know for me, often it is, yes, I have. And what can I learn from that? And were there seasons where I kind of even pulled away from God in the midst of even the busyness of ministry or the busyness of life? And that actually put me and others not in a great place. This week we look at Ezra chapters 1 through 3. And it says God is now beginning the restoration, the rebuilding process through Zerubbabel and a team of other people. This week we see where the foundation of the temple is actually laid, and it led to a great celebration on one hand, but also a great sorrow on the other as people look back and remembered what they had lost and how that compared with what it seemed like they were now gaining. Worship played a big part. That was really their first step as they began the sacrifices and celebrated the Feast of Tabernacles. And that's really what we're going to focus on this week, that getting right in our relationship with God, that is really the first step in the restoration process. We'll see you on Sunday.